Liverpool are interested in a last-day transfer for Chelsea midfielder as the Reds are ready to sell their £10 million defender. The transfer deadline is finally upon us, and Liverpool now have very little time before they can add them to their squad until the summer. The Reds are 9th in the Premier League chart, while fans are desperate for a new midfielder today. But it seems more and more likely that the club will not invest more money in the struggling team. However, that hasn't stopped Liverpool from connecting with a number of players. Just like the rest of the January transfer window, Chelsea's Conor Gallagher is a midfielder Liverpool may be looking to sign on the last day of the transfer, according to the Daily Mail. The 22-year-old is heavily linked to his move away from Stamford Bridge this week. Gallagher was Crystal Palace's standout player on loan last season. He scored 8 goals and had 3 assists. However, he later returned to Chelsea to fight for his place in the childhood club. The Blues Academy grad has struggled to secure a regular spot on the starting lineup ever since. The order of preference in the team may drop further after their recent interest in Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. Meanwhile, Liverpool's midfield is in desperate need of a freshen up and may be tempting as Gallagher moves to a Big Six club. The English midfielder has made clear his intention to stay in West London following reports that Everton placed a £45 million bid for his services on Monday. However, Graham Potter's side may be ready to force Gallagher to raise funds elsewhere. In that case, he would have preferred to move to Liverpool or another interested party at Newcastle United. Jürgen Klopp may be more likely to offer Gallagher regular starts than his current position at Chelsea. Players like Fabrizio and Thiago are struggling to have the same impact as previous seasons. The German boss previously admitted that the midfielder was a really good player before their meeting with Crystal Palace in September. But fans may argue that Gallagher isn't the type of player they need in the middle of the park. Given the lack of dynamism and threat from the engine room this season, Gallagher could add another dimension to what's currently available in the Anfield roster. But discussing a £40 million price, combined with Klopp making his plans very clear, may not get fans' hopes up. It is also reported that the Reds made moves to hire Renato Sanches as the transfer was entering the final hours. The name will sound familiar to Liverpool fans and indeed to this country. Sanchez played on loan from Bayern Munich to Swansea City in the 2017-2018 season and was a promising prospect, but it did not shine. Still, Sanchez had a solid comeback in his career when he joined Lille in 2019. He spent 3 years with the French team and had the miraculous sadness of claiming the Ligue 1 title ahead of PSG in 2020-2021. Sanchez joined the Parisians last summer but has only played 16 games so far and has been injured several times. While the likes of Marco Verratti, Danilo Pereira, Vitinha, and Fabio Ruiz are ahead in pecking order, more regular match time elsewhere could tempt both Sanchez and PSG. He had links to Liverpool in the past. It is expected that there will be no hot developments in the coming hours. So is Nat Phillips on the move? According to The Athletic, Liverpool are ready to let Nat Phillips leave on a permanent transfer today. However, the report claims they will only agree to leave if an offer of around £10 million comes in. The defender has become a fan favourite during the 2020-2021 season, and alongside Reece Williams, has been a regular in their backline due to a number of major injuries. Phillips made 17 appearances in the top flight as they managed to finish third despite their struggles throughout the campaign. However, after he broke his cheekbone and struggled for minutes the following season, he was sent on loan to Bournemouth. The 25-year-old has since been regularly associated with his departure from Anfield, and his move to the Championship with the Cherries came as a surprise given his success in the Premier League. But now it looks like it might finally be set for a permanent move away. With 2.5 years still on his contract, £10 million could be a very good deal for a side looking to strengthen its defence in the final months of this period. However, despite the Reds' willingness to let him go, Phillips remains linked to another loan departure as well. While it is claimed in the news that Galatasaray is interested in signing a contract with the defender, Schalke also has a connection. Liverpool send scouts for young striker. Liverpool are watching for a possible future move for LASK winger Keito Nakamura. The Reds signed a new winger, Cody Gakpo, from PSV in January. But they hope to strengthen their roster with the talented Japanese star. Jürgen Klopp is looking to improve his front line forward and has sent his scouts to watch the 22-year-old winger on the move for the Austrian club. They are also monitoring his condition at the club after being impressed by his form at home this season. However, McGrath added that the Japanese winger is ready to stay with LASK for the remainder of the season and will not push for a move before the end of the January transfer window. Liverpool is also facing some competition for his future signing, with Brighton and Hove Albion watching his progress with the Austrian side. Nakamura was the subject of the approach of League One club Reims as well as Bundesliga team Augsburg. But he will not try to get away from the Austrian side in the middle of the season. The 22-year-old winger has yet to make his debut for the Japan national football team. But it is making waves in Austria as part of LASK. Set on fire this season, he has scored 18 goals and recorded 6 assists in just 11 games at club level this season. Nakamura is a menacing left winger who has taken things to a new level this season. The Japanese striker, who scored 20 goals and made 7 assists in 50 games for LASK in his career, contributed 1 goal in both games. His impressive form for LASK has probably impressed Liverpool, who will follow his progress before making a summer move for him. Given the overhaul of Liverpool's aging offensive line and the signing of younger players, Nakamura is a fitting name for this transfer plan. He is open to development and can take his place in the team with a reasonable transfer fee. Enrique said it was a perfect time for the Red to sign Jong. Jose Enrique has urged Liverpool to sign Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong. He thinks it's a perfect time to sign the Dutch star. De Jong, 25, is in his 4th season with Barcelona after joining the club from Ajax in the summer of 2019. He has appeared in 163 games since his move to Camp Nou. He scored 34 goals for Barcelona. The Times claims De Jong is a priority for Liverpool next summer and is worth a £65 million fee. Liverpool needs a lot of midfielders. Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and James Milner's contracts expire in the summer. Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo claims that Barcelona was informed during the summer that it had to lower its annual wage bill by €200 million. The Reds need a midfielder. While Liverpool are keen to sign Jude Bellingham but Champions League football is in doubt, you can expect Bellingham to go to Real Madrid or Manchester City. Reds may not have money, especially without Champions League football. Of course, De Jong was strongly linked to Manchester United during the summer. But it's unlikely that United would want De Jong, including Casemiro. More affordable than Bellingham. Enrique has announced that Barca will have to drastically reduce their pay bill in the summer. They need to sell a few stars. De Jong would help. Enrique urged the Reds to sign De Jong.